heard this, he was amazed and said to those who followed him, "I tell you the truth, I have not found such faith in anyone in Israel."
I remember one of the most lowest points in my life, just feeling extremely discouraged in myself. I came out of my counseling session just asking myself things like, what's wrong with me? Will I ever find freedom from all of these issues that I'm facing and dealing with? It's been so long, I don't see a way out. I went to the concert later that evening not really expecting much. Andy Grammer wasn't a Christian artist, but his music had always been very positive and inspiring. And I remember he gets to a point in his concert where he's about to sing the song Working on It. And he starts to tell all of us that we're all facing certain struggles. We all have battles that we're trying to overcome. But the point of his song was that as long as we were working on it, then it doesn't matter if it takes a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, it's going to be okay, we are going to make it, and that we shouldn't be so hard on ourselves. And in that moment, I remember just thinking, God, is that you? How is it that I was feeling the exact same things that I needed to hear that message, right then and there? And so I realized then also in that moment that God was using the faith of this person to give me and everyone there that night a message of encouragement to kind of lift us up out of whatever darkness we were facing. And it was amazing to me because God was just there in the most unlikely of places. He was just there.
Last week around this time, I was talking to a friend of mine, childhood friend. She called me up and we had a conversation where she reminded me of an incident that happened when we were younger. So she's a Hindu and she loves her God very much. She goes to the festivals, she doesn't miss any of it. But there was this one time where my teacher, our teacher, she's a Christian, an Adventist teacher, she told my friend not to go to those places because, well, it's a Hindu god and my teacher did not believe in it and all of that. But this friend of mine, she decided she would go. It didn't matter to her, but she told me, don't tell the teacher. And she went. Well, I did tell the teacher, different story, but she didn't care about what her teacher said. She cared about being faithful, being there and worshiping the God she believed in. I didn't think of it much at that age, but now when we remember the story she was telling me, it taught me about faith. It taught me, like my friend who's a Hindu taught me about faith in God, to me who is a Christian. That also, I spoke with another friend of mine, he's a Muslim, and he was talking to me about some relationship problem, and I asked him about the girl that he likes and all of that, and there was a time when he told me how he chose a Muslim girl, though he initially kind of liked a Christian girl, but he didn't want to, just because he said, no, it's important that I stick to my religion, and if I get married to a Christian girl, my religion will be out of the door. And he gave importance to that, and I saw faith in that. And it really hit me where I realized that Christianity is not the only faith, or you can't see faith only in Christianity, but you can see faith in other religions. And that is amazing. That's how I think we can reach people.